What's good, Relocation Football League fans? It's your boy Smitty here, back with some RFL college football. This time, it's week 3 as we kick it off with a good matchup between number 9 ranked Oklahoma, and they're going to be on the road taking on high-flying passing offense of Mississippi State. Now, Mississippi State kind of put up a pretty good fight last week, and so unfortunately fell short to Georgia by 10 points. Final score that one was 21-31, but that showed you that they were able to compete, especially through the air. 2 consecutive weeks of having a really good perennial passing game where these guys can pose any threat against a defense. I mean, the defense is going to have to be ready, and at times, Oklahoma's defense has struggled to hold teams, so it's going to be interesting because I think Mississippi State, they might got a little bit of a shot here. So we can't really all the way rule them out. They aren't ranked. Unfortunately, they started out the season here 0-2, 2 close losses. The first loss was against Michigan State. And that was a close game that they lost by 2. So, what about Oklahoma? Let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma, man. Darrell Johnson, over 500 passing yards just last week. Most passing yards so far in the college series. 5 touchdowns to add to that. It was a topic in our podcast yesterday. Very interested to see what number 3 is going to do out there on the field for the Sooners. And with that being said, I guess I'll hold the rest to talk about during the game. So let me know in the chat, for the guys who are here, who do you got winning? Oklahoma or Mississippi State? I'll see you guys out onto the field. Wow, man, I was talking once again the whole time. And nothing came up, man. What is going on with me and that? I honestly think I pressed the button, but it did not register. So I guess I get a little bit of slack from that happening, man. That's crazy. I was speaking so much too, man. Wow. Loss of words now after that. Unfortunately, got my phone on. I'm going to have to let me turn off the settings for that so that you guys don't hear constant buzzing. Okay, that should be fixed. But here we go. First down and 10 for Oklahoma. A pass over to the right side on a dig route. Completion. Good for 6 yards. So it's second down and 4 for Oklahoma. I was talking about Oklahoma, man. 500 passing yards last week for Daryl Johnson. Knicks gave him the nickname The Rock. Dwayne The Rock Johnson here. Let's see what he can do here with a throw over the middle, and that's going to be a first down. I said the real name, Dwayne The Rock. That's Daryl The Rock Johnson. We're going to give him that. The first down, Drew Blaze. Catch right there, good for 6 yards, first down. He actually had 3 touchdowns last week out of the 5 touchdowns that Daryl Johnson passed last week. And I was talking about Daryl Johnson, man, just a big-time dual threat quarterback, giving the LC3 vibes. There goes a completion for a first down, already starting out this game. 3 for 3, another strike as he's able to find Drew Blaze. And so the determining factor in this game for me, I think, is going to be defense, because these offenses are very high-powered when it comes to passing the football. There goes a run with Sermon to the outside. A key block. Does not get the block he needed, though, from the other lineman down the field. Got out leveraged there. That's a great tackle in the backfield by Dantzler. Actually, a loss of a yard. A terrible backwards juke by Sermon. Good block by 73 there, though. And that was actually the receiver, Baskin, who was trailing and couldn't get out wide enough to get to Dantzler. And at that point, once you got that key block, I feel Sermon should have just planted that foot in the ground and got up the field to try to make the best out of that play. Instead, terrible decision with the juke going backwards. I don't think Daryl Johnson's that tall. I think he's either 6'2" or 6'3". Goes a motion over to the right side. Here goes a running back screen. Juke, once again, not going to work for Sermon, but he'll pick up a nice gain of about 6 to 5 yards. A pretty decent start to this game. Not a lot of big plays being made. Going to need a big play here. Third down and 5, playing the Bills. Daryl Johnson looking to pass, throws. That's going to be caught, broken tackle by Dawson, and that's a first down at the 32-yard line. Dawson also had himself a receiving touchdown last week on a deep streak. These receivers are going to be a tough group for Mississippi State to have to cover here tonight. That's going to be definitely a huge factor for them on defense, on how well they can do against Oklahoma's offense. CCE saying need to stop the unnecessary juke moves. That was more so, I would have to say, Sermon, who's been pulling those out. But Daryl Johnson, we know he's got the speed, taking off. And speaking of unnecessary juke move, there goes one by Johnson himself there. Could have easily had the first down and then some. Probably could have scampered to the end zone for a touchdown. He had a key block down the field. They try to be a little bit flashy at the end of it. Still a nice gain of 9 yards. And it's 2nd and 1. Still a solid run, though. Pistol formation. Johnson looking to pass. And that's going to be caught by Dawson. Still has yet to miss. He is still on fire from last week. Daryl Johnson, 6 for 6 on this opening drive, as Oklahoma moving down the field with ease. Audible. Still in the pistol. Here goes a run up the middle with Sermon. And I guess that was a bit of a necessary juke move. Didn't work out again, though. Good tackling so far by Mississippi State, but we'll get a look at Oklahoma here as we look at the line and the skilled players. And Dawson and Blaze, those receivers on the outside, were absolutely killing it. More so Blaze. Blaze was a monster making the catches. And this is just an elite offensive group, especially at that receiver position, man. Even Baskine, who's a real-life player, absolute monster. Play action. Earl Johnson, he's got that entire right side, and I knew he was going to take off to the end zone for a touchdown. And Oklahoma coming out with a big start to this one, scoring on their opening drive. That's the type of drive you're looking for out of Oklahoma, man. I mean, these guys trying to show that they should be a playoff team. Daryl Johnson skating to the end zone for a touchdown. And I think back to week 1 when Daryl Johnson said, hey, this is a new year, new team with even better talent than last year. He says that he think that they're going to be something completely different than what they were last year, and think that they have the opportunity to compete for a national championship. And right now, the way they're looking, looks like right now that's holding truth. Still got an entire season left to go, though. Got a great start for them, 7-0 to start this game with 7:07 left on the clock. Got a game coming up after this at 8 p.m. Eastern. USC going at it. And so it's going to be interesting to see if currently the undefeated Washington State Wildcats can actually hang with USC. I mean, very impressed right now that they haven't been beaten yet. 2-0. They beat Florida. They just won last week. So it's interesting to see if they are really a team that is honestly that great this year, if they can take down USC after their dominant performance over West Virginia 44-0 just last week. Here goes the return up to the 25-yard line by Deere and out onto the field for the first time today. Starting quarterback for the Bulldogs, Trip Baker. He's got a tremendous connection with his receivers. Brandon Welch is his top guy so far. And Welch is definitely that deep threat. He's got the capability of getting open, running nice routes, and creating separation. And don't forget about Guidry right there, number 1. Got Welch on the outside this time. Shotgun. And a handoff to start the game, and it's going to be a tackle, it looks like, for loss on Hill. And surprised that they go with Hill here to start the game. Starting running back is Johnny Louisfields. They bring in Hill, though, for this carry. And Oklahoma's defense making a good play. Second down and 11. Another run play here. This is Louisfields. Nasty juke move. And he gets up to the 30. I think a bad spot. Looked like he at least got to the 31-yard line. A nice gain. Picks up 6 yards. He's had it rough these last 2 weeks. The offensive line has not really given him any opportunities to make big plays on the ground. Looks like they're going with the 1-2 punch dual back system here. As Hill checking back in at running back. Baker looking to pass here. Pressure is coming up the middle, and he takes the sack. Don't know what Baker was doing there. He should have just scrambled. We know he's got the escapability skill. Couldn't get by Overton as he was able to close in for the sack. That's going to bring up 4th down. Definitely not the start that Mississippi State wants to get out to, with Oklahoma looking as good as they have looked so far this season. And so Mississippi State going to have to punt this one away. And Oklahoma going to field this one from the 29 and brought down at the 32-yard line, just 3 yards on the return. Earl Johnson coming back out onto the field. Here's a look at the upcoming schedule once again. A lot of RFL action going on. This is the main week for conference play. As you can see right there, after this game, Washington State taking on USC. Once again, another look at that graphic. That's going to be tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, called by our very own Rob Roby. Back out onto the field here, Daryl Johnson, able to score in the opening drive for the Sooners. They're going to try to make it 2 back-to-back against Mississippi State's defense. Able to throw over the middle, and that's going to be complete. Drew Blaze able to get past the 35-yard line to the 36. We're going to look at the Bulldogs' defense. Rivers, Autry, Pickering, and Bayless on the D-line. Linebackers, Lewis, Thompson, and Gate Jr. Thompson, I believe, is a submitted prospect. And then we got Dantzler, Cole II, Landrews, and Smitherman. That's the makeup of Mississippi State's defense right now. Drew Blaze, 3 catches, 21 yards here in this one. Daryl Johnson already with a rushing touchdown to add to his already impressive stats so far on the season. There's a motion. Baskine with an end-around play. Key blocks, plants his foot, and he just went up the field off the block there. He actually ends up falling inches short. That should have been a first down for Oklahoma. So a tough one right there. Now 3rd down here for Oklahoma. See if they can convert. They hand it off to Sermon. They will, and Sermon will get the first down. Thompson on the tackle. I was thinking about Thompson being a submitted player. I'm actually thinking about Oklahoma's defense. They have a linebacker named Ryan Thompson, so that's where I got the mix-up from. A great play call right here. Good blocking. Oklahoma continuing to move the chains here. And they're going to come out in the empty set. Watch out for the left side of the field here for Daryl Johnson. They send pressure off the edge, picked up well. Here goes a throw, and he stays perfect as that's going to be caught by Sermon. 9 for 9 right now is Johnson. A lot of people had questions about how was he as a quarterback, how was he as a passer. And as you can see right now, I mean, he's definitely starting to silence those critics. Came out, ran for more yards than he threw in week 1. And that was against Ohio State. And last week, as I mentioned earlier, over 500 passing yards. And here in this game, he's 9 for 9. Baskine, once again on the end-around play. That's not going to work out this time on Mississippi State's defense. Going to be a loss on the play. And 3rd and 7 for the Sooners. Looks like Oklahoma's just trying to mix it up. And some trick plays thrown in there, trying to get Baskine involved. Another 3rd down just like that. Going to need a conversion here. Daryl Johnson in the gun. 4-man rush. Looking to throw. That's going to be into the flats. Can he get up the field for the first? He will, and Sermon has got another first down for Oklahoma. Slowly but surely driving on Mississippi State, and this is what makes it dangerous when you play Oklahoma, man. If it's hard to stop them right now when they're not taking those shot plays, and they're hitting you up with the dink and dunk and small things right now, the scrambling, they're going to open it up later on down the line with huge plays for touchdowns, and it's going to be hard to stop them on offense. So a great start right now for the Sooners. Mississippi State's going to have to get their defense together. Here's the formation. Handoff, and Sermon runs into a big hit right there. Back to the line of scrimmage at best will go. If you are new to the Relocation Football League, make sure to check us out at relocationfootballleague.com. It's our website. You can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. We have a pretty good following on Instagram. That's the best place I say to follow us for content. Daryl Johnson taking off out of the pocket to the outside and slides to avoid the contact. Honestly, should have kept outside. I think he would have been able to outrun that defender for a first down. Daryl Johnson, a very interesting player because, I mean, he's got world-class speed at that quarterback position. Talk about an RFL comparison. Definitely reminds me of LC3, man. maybe even faster, though. Here goes a throw to the sideline, still remaining perfect on the day, finding Drew Blaze 12 for 12. Absolutely picking apart this Mississippi State defense. Makes you wonder, man, this kid might actually just be that good. And here's a graphic here. To want to become an RFL Patreon, you can join us as low as just $2 per month and gain access to our RFL fan zone, our Discord for that, and interact with players and coaches and the league officials, and get access to us that way. Here goes a receiver screen. Ooh, nice juke move, trying to make the best he can out of that play, going inside. Teach you not to go inside on those receiver screens because that's where the pressure's at, but he makes the best out of it, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is the score as we head into the second. And Carrington Henson asking, how do you decide to design him? Well, Daryl Johnson in Kerblam King series, I put him in Kerblam King series as just like an ultimate dual threat kind of guy, and he showed out in that series. Lost in the semifinals to Miami, and so I was just like, man, let me add him to the series. Look at this, nice throw, first down. I just wanted him to be the ultimate dual threat, and you know, he's looking like it. He's living up to it. You know, some guys, they got the ratings and everything, but they, you know, the build for some reason still does not perform. But Daryl Johnson, he's been performing. I'm actually quite proud of how he's been playing. Draw play, and that's going to be stuffed for a loss of a yard in the backfield. I'll say a loss of 2. A tackle there by Johnson. And that's just a great play right there, just plugging him. Yeah, so I made him. Yeah, he's not a real player. If he was a real player, I'd definitely be on the lookout trying to get him in the Discord. But I made him just to be a part of a series, and then I said, why not just make a career, continue the story, and move him on to the RFL. You know, starting off in the college series. There goes Daryl Johnson trying to set up the screen, and that's going to be incomplete. Swatted, 3rd down and 12. But Oklahoma has really been eating on these 3rd down situations. Mississippi State's got to be prepared for this next play. It's definitely, and it should be, a shot, but you never know, with the play calling sometimes in Madden, but we'll have to see. Third and 12. Johnson taken off out of the pocket. And a juke move, and he's just stopped short of the first down. Good tackle by Thompson. But you could just see right there the ability to just take off out of the pocket. It's like no other right now in this college series. I mean, he is just absolutely taken off and can break anyone's ankles out there. Just shy of the first down. I think Oklahoma is going to come out here, just kick the field goal, take the 2-possession lead, as they should. And it's good. Oklahoma not playing greedy, just going a conservative route. As the score now 10-0. Mississippi State starting to slowly, get points put on them. The offense is going to have to respond. Trip Baker ready to get out onto the field. Team down by 2 possessions now. Nothing bad. But once again, this is Oklahoma. And this team can put points on you in a hurry. So you got to be able to respond, or this game's going to be over before it starts. Here goes the return, about a yard or 2 deep out of the end zone. Still on his feet, breaking tackles down at the 25-yard line. Good return right there by Deere. And Baker out onto the field. Louis Fields' first carry was good for him. Only 1 carry so far today, good for 7 yards. I'm really interested to see if Mississippi State, either this week or at least somewhere down the line, is going to turn the run blocking around, because they have really not helped out Johnny Louis-Fields at all in this college series. He's been plugged just about every time he's touched the football, and I can't even blame him for it. It really has, there's nothing he can do. He already has the pressure immediately in his face. Let's see if they can build off of that first play. You see him getting stuffed here, and that's going to be a loss on the play. Who knows, maybe it's the run game that's holding Mississippi State back, not necessarily just the backs in general. It's just the run blocking not good for this team this year. In that situation, Louis-Fields probably should have did a little bit of a better job trying to get out of the traffic there. Second and 11. Here goes a handoff, and Louis-Fields powering through, getting to the 28. Once again, a bad spot. Looked like he got to the 30. Refs have been terrible this college series, haven't they? Got a bunch out to the right side. Hill checking in out of the backfield. And Trip Baker with a throw to the sideline. That's almost intercepted right off of his hands. Could have been a huge turnover for Oklahoma right there to really put salt in the wounds. They get lucky. What's going on, Bill? Appreciate you coming to the live stream. Oklahoma about to get the ball back again, already up 10-0. And we'll field this one at about the 21. Spin move going to get him to the 34. Darrell Johnson back out onto the field. He has not missed a pass yet in this game, and he has been running all over Mississippi State. And he hasn't even scrambled much. Got the first touchdown in the game and the only one right now. Darrell Johnson showing off to be that ultimate dual threat quarterback. Pistol formation. Trips to the bottom of the screen. Darrell Johnson. Quick bubble screen out to Baskine. He's got space. Juke move, making 2 defenders miss, and it's off to the races. Can he outrun the defense? He won't, but he'll get to the 35-yard line on the opposite side of the field for a huge first down. Sometimes the screen can be a big play, or it could be a disaster. Right there's a big play. It's Baskine putting on nasty jump cut on Mississippi State's defense. Huge play. Look at that move. This receiving core is amazing. Shout out to Lorenzo Sheffield for the $10 donation and Breeze for the $4.99 donation. Appreciate it. First down and 10. Here goes a throw deep down the field. Finally taking a shot here today, and it's going to be complete for a first down. Actually, Darrell Johnson has only missed 1 pass so far out of 17. This team is just looking unstoppable, man. Almost wonder how Ohio State was even able to defeat them in week 1. Pistol formation. Here goes a screen. He tries to get out to the outside. Defense all over it that time. It's going to be taken down at the 12. They'll pick up a yard. Baskine 5 catches for 47 yards so far here in this one. Once again, Charlie out here with the bad camera angles. Thanks, man. Second down and 9. Handoff, and Sermon going to get stuffed. Back to the line of scrimmage at best. Now 3rd and 10. Mississippi State's going to have to do something to cover these receivers. The best bet is just to try to apply quick pressure and be in zone defense, because you don't want to be in man against them. Or if you're going to be in man, just hope to get quick pressure and hope that your receivers can strap up long enough. Might even need a spy on Johnson. We'll definitely look to have a spy on him here on 3rd down. Looks the pass, takes off, no spy, to the end zone. 2 rushing touchdowns for Darrell Johnson. Now up by 3 possessions. Well, they will be up by 3 possessions if the extra point goes through, but Darrell Johnson, man, I just said, need a spy on this kid, and it looked like for a second, the linebacker in the middle thought he was in spy, but he was just in zone defense across the middle. Should have kept a keen eye on him. Now here goes the extra point. Putting a beat down on Mississippi State right now. A lot of great quarterbacks in this RFL College Series, that's for sure. Darrell Johnson, as of right now, at least in my opinion, and I'm not being biased because I made him, but he is standing out above the rest, man. He is, I thought he was just going to be a really good dual guy, but he's out here dotting up defenses too. He hasn't even thrown a passing touchdown yet in this game, but he's only missed 1 pass, and he hasn't even started airing it out yet. Here goes the kickoff. Mississippi State going to need to answer quickly. Got to have a shootout with Oklahoma when you play them. We'll get to the 28-yard line. So Cajun Chris asking how to create a player. Unfortunately, you can't create a player currently. You have to wait until applications reopen next year, which should be on January 1st, as soon as the new year kicks around. Possibility that things could be open earlier because we're talking about possibly introducing high school into the RFL. So still be on the lookout for that. But yeah, you'll be able to apply on our website. You have to do it on our website. There is a fee of $5. Once you pay the $5 fee, your player will be enrolled and to participate in the college series. There goes a run by Johnny Louisfields, and like it's been throughout this entire season for him, just shut down, nowhere to go. Second down and 10. Back to Louisfields, breaking a tackle, running hard that time. He hasn't even averaged 3 yards per carry yet in either of his first 2 games of the season. Right now, exactly at 3 yards. I was just looking for him to have a big game at some point. The line's got to do better. Big third down here. Can Trip Baker convert? Pressure is coming, and he can't throw it down the field. That's going to be a sack by Hughes. Absolutely getting dominated right now. Oklahoma is not playing around here on the road. Mississippi State, man, the first 2 weeks, they put up a fight against Michigan State in Georgia, who is currently the #1 ranked team. Lost to them by just 10 points, but right now, getting beat 17-0. And could be by more points after they have to punt this one off again. Here goes the punt. And field this one at the 20. And great job right there by the special teams. Taken down quickly at the 25. That's Brown. Darrell Johnson back out onto the field today. 2 rushing touchdowns and only 1 incompletion today. I see Mr. Goat already in chat. I'm calling a blowout, and it looks the way this game's starting out already. That might just be the case. I just don't see how Mississippi State can really stand with these guys right now, and Oklahoma's not even really opening up the playbook right now. Huge shout out to Darius Hodge, $50 donation. My boy, it was a throw. That's a dangerous pass, a second incompletion of the day. Darius Hodge with the half a hundo donation right there. Appreciate it, my guy. Second down and 10. Motion of Baskine over to the left side to balance out the offense. Here goes a throw deep down the field. That's going to be caught. Drew Blaze, first down. It's almost like they're playing high school right now, playing a high school team. I mean, this is too easy for Oklahoma right now. I mean, what can they do? The separation, these receivers, I think, are just too good. The quarterback is too elite. It's crazy to even think, man, Oklahoma could be a team that could be great this year and still not make it to the playoffs because of the amount of teams that are ahead of them that are great too, that are winning. Right now, currently ranked number 9 in the country in the RFL College Series. Here goes another throw. That one almost intercepted. Needed that one, but right out of his hands. And yep, Carrington Blaze is a submitted receiver, as well as Dawson on the opposite side of him. Don't know how he didn't pick that, man. Second and 10, handoff. Here goes Sermon. Pretty good run, getting past midfield. 4-yard gain, now 3rd and 6. This is a big down for Mississippi State. They got to get the Sooners off the field here. Hasn't been a drive yet where they haven't scored points. And here goes Darrell Johnson taking off, plants his foot, gets up the field, and look at the speed to the 20 and slides wisely inside the 20. And just like that, Oklahoma in the red zone. He's already got 2 rushing touchdowns and 80 yards on the ground off of 6 scampers. This is just a stat pad day for him. It's crazy that they're making Mississippi State look like this. The motion end around play. They've been running this a lot today. Baskine, nice gain. Gets to the 12, a gain of 6 yards. 2nd and 4. It just looks like Oklahoma is just having fun. That's about it. It's like practice right now for them. Mississippi State's going to have to wake up. Delayed handoff, Sermon to the end zone. And he is just stopped short by a yard. 1st and goal, Oklahoma. Look at this, a slow exchange on the handoff, but it set up the blocks nicely. And Mississippi State just barely able to get the Sermon in time to stop him from punching it in for another touchdown. And Oklahoma already about to have 24 points here in this first half, shutting out Mississippi State. Pistol formation. Fake end around and an easy walk-in touchdown up the middle for Oklahoma, man. This is getting out of hand. Dangerous team right here. And that's what those end around plays earlier were setting up, man. Love the play calling by Oklahoma right now. Love the execution. The blocking has been on point, and already at the start of this game, looks like Mississippi State is just defeated. Oklahoma players just on the sideline right now, laughing, having a good time, and completely opposite on that other side of the field for Mississippi State. 3 rushing touchdowns to start this game. We talked about how much their offense passes the football and how they were killing it just last week. Over 700 yards of total offense. Right there, the extra point making it 24-0. 75 yards in 8 plays. Well, looks like this one's already just about decided. I hate to say it as a commentator, but not looking good for the Bulldogs at all. He's just looking at that play call sheet like, what in this sheet, on this sheet, can help us make something happen. Got a game, though, after this, 8 p.m. Eastern. Hopefully it's not as one-sided as this one has been. As USC going at it with Washington State. Washington State undefeated. Huge challenge for them. Their toughest game of the season so far. Here goes a return from the 2-yard line. And Deere to the outside. He's had some pretty good returns for Mississippi State.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Johnny Louisville's 5 carries, 15 yards. I know, of course, it's not the best, but it's better than what he's been having for the most part this season. Oklahoma doing a number right now on Mississippi State. Shotgun dual back formation. Here goes a throw and leaves it up there, and a nice little stiff arm. Louisville's a first down. I'm surprised no flag for a late hit right there. I say, man, get him involved in other ways. You know, if he can't run the ball, put the ball in his hands, throw it to him. Gonna have something going on right now, man. Oklahoma, they are just absolutely dominating, and Mississippi State's got to pull out whatever they can to get the ball out to these guys. Here goes Guidry, first down. That's his first catch of the game. Baker's only thrown the ball 3 times. That's his second completion on the day, picking up a first down. What's good, BU Beavers? Appreciate you coming to the live stream, my guy. Big shout out to him. He'll be helping us for mods in the future. Can't wait to get in a meeting or whatever with you, my guy. There goes a sack on the play. And that's going to be Gallimore. 3 sacks for Oklahoma. You can kind of see that he's trying to take a shot down the field, trying to make a big play, but man, this defense is shutting it down right now. Gave up 30 points last week against Tennessee. Steps up in the pocket, throws, and that's going to be complete for a first down to Green. Gets it to the 31, a timeout immediately called. Now less than a minute to go in this first half. Mississippi State a score here at the end of this one. Get themselves on the board. Here goes Trip Baker looking to pass. And he is going to be sacked again. Coverage has got to be excellent down the field. Still no one getting open. Hopefully they're not just calling 4 verticals. It's kind of wasting the talent at receiver for these guys. Shuts it down, and here goes Hill. Nasty juke move getting inside the 30. It's now 3rd and 7. Closing in on half a minute. Mississippi State's got to hurry up. Got 1 timeout remaining. First down will stop the clock. Still haven't snapped the football, wasting valuable time here. There goes a throw into the flats. Broken tackle by Green, and there he goes, taken off out of bounds at the 12. So now the clock won't even start up when they get set. So a huge play right there for Mississippi State. And Green, just a few weeks back, had himself a huge game in the opener against Michigan State at over 100 yards receiving, and right here makes a nice catch, breaks the tackle. I think that was Radley Howes who couldn't bring him down. Good job that time, though. I believe that's Lowry. Yep, Lowry on the hit. Best drive for them today. Can they capitalize? 1st and 10. Baker. To the end zone. Is going to be caught. And he stepped out of bounds before twirling in. Tough right there. 13 seconds now left to go in this one. I say give Louis Fields a chance, man. See if he can. They're going to kick a field goal. Wow. I don't like the decision right there. They just kicked the field goal. I guess they wanted to make it a 3-possession game. But why? You got time. They had 13 seconds on the clock. Yeah, you were right there at the 1. Why not go for it? And you still had a timeout remaining. That is a terrible decision by Mississippi State. Could definitely come back to haunt them. Already they're in deep trouble here trying to make a comeback. That was a terrible call. 13 seconds with a timeout. You could have ran 2 plays with that. There goes the kickoff. And I guess the only thing you could say to that, oh, he's still on his feet, and he's taken off the first kick return for a touchdown in the college series, and it is just too easy right now for the Sooners. Wow. All the way to the house. I can't even bring any energy right now to this because it's just, man, they are just doing whatever they want right now. Brown going the distance. This is crazy. And the extra point, good. 31 points in the first half. And they close out the first half with a kick return for a touchdown. I'm impressed with Oklahoma right now. 31-3, the score right now, heading into halftime. Man, what a beatdown. Only 54 yards passing and 14 yards rushing for Mississippi State. And 100 yards just about in both categories to start out this game for Oklahoma. Kick return for a touchdown. 2 rushing touchdowns for Daryl Johnson as a quarterback. Rushing touchdown for Sermon. Running end-around plays. This is just a scrimmage game for Oklahoma right now. And Mississippi State, I just have no words for how they're performing. This is just not the Mississippi State we saw these past 2 weeks. I think it might just be the talent of Oklahoma. They look like they're getting even better ever since they took that loss to Ohio State. 2 very dominant performances. And I think they get the ball too. No, okay. Mississippi State's going to get the ball. Start out this second half. I guess they're going to be looking for a kick return for a touchdown. I don't know. I've got all these people on the field right now. (31-3) to start out this second half. This crowd hasn't had anything to really cheer for. And he'll take a knee in the end zone for a touchback. Crazy as it sounds, still a possibility of something kicking off here. Johnny Louis Fields, 5 carries still for 15 yards. And, he already doesn't get much carries as it is. Don't look like he's going to be getting any at all because down by 28 points. No need to really run the football. Look to throw, and he'll go into the flats. Knocked out at the 28-yard line. So did I edit uniforms today? I've edited the equipment. All the equipment should be right. I did that last night. But in terms of uniforms, I just went in here with the base home and away. Second down and 7. And they'll look to throw this one into the flats to Hill. And tackle made right there by Brown. On the defense side of the ball, kick return touchdown to end the first half though. So you don't have I sent it to you last night. You should have the edit in there. Should be in the DMs on Discord. I formation, here goes a pitch. Nice block. And finally some running room for Louis Fields. I think that's his biggest run on the season. Well deserved, man. And this guy, he's been taking nothing but pure punishment the entire season, the first 2 games. Excellent blocking that time for him. Hill to the right side. They'll run Hill this time, and Hill getting only a yard. Okay, cool. Yeah, I was about to say, I know for a fact that we was on the phone when we talked about it. It's 2nd and 9. Mississippi State at least not giving up, man. The offense moving the ball. They looked great last time out onto the field on offense. And there goes another sack. Man on the sack, man. 5 sacks for Oklahoma. 3rd and 14. And he could have thrown that into the flats to Green. Probably could have lofted up in the air and put a nice little touch pass to Welch, who hasn't had a single reception yet in this game. Very surprised. Oklahoma must be doing an excellent job on him. Motion Bradley Hiles into the box here. Might send him on a blitz. And they will. Quick release throw up in the air. And it's still going to be caught by Wilt to the end zone touchdown. Incredible play by Brendan Welch. Wow. He just bagged 3 Sooner defenders here. Look at this. How did he make this catch and keep going? Come on, Charlie. What are you recording here? Jesus. There's a better look at it. Got over top of Norwood here and said Brendan. But Brandon Welch, man, look at this. First pass to him, and he makes a play. He said he's tired of this blowout. He wants to make a play. Throw him the football. And there goes their 2 top receivers celebrating afterwards. What a play. Who knows? Maybe that could spark some momentum. The extra point's good. Tell you what, Oklahoma better not get complacent. Or not complacent, too comfortable. If they get too comfortable, we've seen too many teams blow leads. Went up heavy in the first half. You got to finish the game. Still have no doubt that Oklahoma is going to be ready, though. What a play by Brandon Welch. Allen getting ready for this kick. This kickoff return here. Had a kickoff return for a touchdown last time he got the football. And he's going to field this one at about the 3 to 4 yard line. And Brown is wrestled down at the 29.
Let's go.
So let's see if Oklahoma can continue to apply pressure. Right now, everything's just been working perfectly for them. And Daryl Johnson is just handling business. Not bad for the squeak, guys. There you go, 1st down and 10. Empty set, Daryl Johnson looking to pass. 4-man rush, steps up in the pocket, throws, and that's going to be a completion. Nasty juke move. 1st down at the 45-yard line. And that's how you answer back, man. Over 200 yards passing now for Daryl Johnson. Able to connect right there with Dawson. Look at him, just steps up in the pocket and delivers a dime. We didn't have any awards last year, unfortunately, for the RFL College Series. But if I had to give a, looking at last year's College Series, who should have been Heisman, would have probably been, I'm going to be honest, man, I probably would go with a defensive player, Drew Brewer. I think he would have got that, to be honest. It would have been either him, Marquise Washington, or Geno Gannon. One of those guys. Pistol formation. Gonna look to throw. 4-man rush. Clean pocket. He's got all day. Throw down the field, and look at the ball placement. Perfectly thrown over the head of the defender for a first down, finding Baskin for a gain of 24 yards. Look at this throw. Money. He's accurate, athletic, and just all around just a great quarterback. Getting hit up from Baskin, Dawson, Blaze. Sermon's got a rushing touchdown. Speaking of Sermon, here goes a carry. Not the fastest of backs. He'll gain a nice gain of about 3 yards there. Actually picks up 5. Second down. Yeah, we're definitely going to name one this year officially. We're going to have awards. Here goes Daryl Johnson. Pressure, and he is sacked. I'm surprised he didn't take off. Actually takes a sack right there by Altry. 3rd and 15. I don't know what type of dance that was at all. But congratulations on the sack, I guess. Man. Yeah, Daryl Johnson just eating that one. Rare that teams have been able to get to him and take him down. Only thing with the community, a lot of guys in the community is going to be biased towards players and certain things and haven't seen the entire season. So what I would do is I'll probably have like some type of counsel or something like, oh, an incomplete pass right there. Something where, main guys who've been in this, who've watched this series, get an opportunity to, for us to all to discuss and figure out who those players should be, because definitely don't want to, like, I know, community would be cool, but not a lot of guys follow it all the way and would just be putting in random names and stuff, so want to limit it to guys who I know about the series and the players and things like that. But here goes a field goal kick. Second one today for the Sooners. It's good. And I wouldn't even really do coaches, because I'm going to be honest, a decent amount of our coaches are watching the college series, but there's been some coaches who I haven't seen come through at all, which I personally, to an extent, have an issue with. And hopefully they start getting on it and coming through to the streams, because that's a big part of being a coach. I know we're not doing anything currently in terms RFL wise for your team, what you should be actually building your team. Yeah, I wouldn't even leave that up to all the coaches, because not all the coaches, I feel, are following the series as much as they should. So yeah, I wouldn't even do that. You know us here, man. We got to keep it real. Ain't no beating around the bush. Tell it like it is. Here goes the kickoff. And a return from the 2-yard line. And he is down at the 27.
Let's go, baby.
So Mississippi State, they score a touchdown. They are halfway there in terms of points. Johnny Louisville, 6 carries, 36 yards, averaging 6 yards per carry. Best game of his career so far. So you mixing bills enough. I know, right? It's like main guys. Like I would throw Baker in there too. Coach Baker does a great job. I would even probably throw Coach Carter in there. Incomplete pass right there. You know, I'd throw Coach Carter in there. I feel like he follows the series good. Probably even throw Coach Huron in there. You know, I've seen him around quite a bit. But I'll definitely choose a group of guys to have a discussion with when choosing those players. Single back formation, play action. Looking down the field, Baker takes the shot, and it's going to be caught for a first down. Green wide open, and Mississippi State trying to get back into this game. 35 yards down the field for a first down. So finally, Mississippi State starting to wake up here. So stats guys too. Yeah, Mitch, Coach Forbes, definitely a few guys, man. We could have a pretty good group for those. Of course, that's going to be way later down the line, though. But first down and 10 here, shotgun, split back formation as he looks to throw. And he lets one go with pressure in his face, and Welch, a first down. This kid's just incredible. Brandon Welch with the extra effort to move the chains and get that first down. 2 catches, 56 yards. He's only been targeted twice. I say put the ball in this kid's hands. Offset I formation. Handoff up the middle, and Louisville's finding a lane and fighting forward. Making the best out of his opportunities. He gets to the 19 for a gain of 9. And Mississippi State, yeah, they're fighting right now. Definitely fighting in this one. Defense still needs to figure out a way to stop Oklahoma, though. Still have not stopped them from scoring on a single drive yet. And I think he's going to be stopped short. Actually, just back to the line of scrimmage, so no gain on the play. 3rd down and 1. Huge down right here. They got Hill in the backfield. When they hand it off to him, they could run to the right, to the left, excuse me, and they do that. And that's a first down to the 15. Good call. Saw a little bit of the weaker side of the defense was there to the left. Had Hill lined up to the right. Great play call to stick with that. And just trust in your linemen to make the blocks enough to have them pick up that first down. I formation, Hill still in the backfield. And the handoff up the gut. Hill breaks the first tackle, but is stuffed after gaining a yard. 2nd down and 9 here. Mississippi State slowly but surely building up their momentum. It'll be great for them if they can score a touchdown. And here goes a throw. He just throws it away wisely. Nothing open. Another big down. 3rd and 9. I say look out for Welch. Probably should target Welch here. He's in the slot down at the bottom of the screen. And Trip Baker to the end zone for a touchdown. Finds Guidry. Mississippi State able to answer. Game is not over yet. Look at this. Throws it right over the head of the defense. Strikes right across the middle to Guidry. Touchdown in Mississippi State. Like I said, waking up. And Oklahoma can't get too comfortable. And they're going to go for 2. Trying to make it a 16-point ball game, and they run Louisville's. If you're going to go for 2, got to understand what you're good at and what you're not good at. No, you can't run the dive on the goal line. Running the run blocking for Mississippi State has been terrible. That's just a terrible play call. Unfortunately, coming up with 2 points off the board there. Got a little bit too much faith in the run game after a few runs, I guess. They do have to build that aspect up. I feel like Mississippi State could be a team that could possibly get to a bowl game if their run game gets addressed. You know, they definitely need the run game to step up. They can get that entire offense going. It could be a dangerous team. Here goes Mississippi State. Kicking this one off. As it will be taken out of the end zone by Brown. And Brown down at the 26.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
First down and 10, and out comes Daryl Johnson. Another touchdown given up by his defense. And Johnson looking to try to continue to apply some pressure. Last time out onto the field, only were able to settle for 3 points. Game moving by rather quickly. It's been a pretty good game, though. I mean, it looked like blowouts. It still technically is blowout city. They are getting handled. But it's been a great game. Still, Mississippi State showing some fight back. Nasty juke move by Dawson. First down.
Let's go, baby! Let's go!
And he just hits him on the end route here. He just gets up the field and gets that first down. That's what's so great about Oklahoma's receivers, man. They're so good after the catch, and they're so good at making the catch. And this is a special type of receiver here with Dawson, man. He's a big guy, but elusive, as you can see right there with the juke move. A lot of playmakers at Johnson's disposal.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Hand off to Sermon. Huge hit as he is knocked down at the 39. Surprised he didn't cough it up. They've been doing a great job stuffing the run game. 28 yards off of 10 carries for Sermon. He almost gets de-helmeted at the 39. 2-yard gain on the play. Daryl Johnson taking off out of the pocket. Dangerous, nasty juke move. First down and then some, and slides at the 39-yard line. And it's hard to stop this kid. Over 100 yards rushing on the day now with 2 rushing touchdowns. Look at that nasty juke move. That's just the way he even plants his foot into the ground and gets up the field is just crazy. Daryl Johnson, a monster, man. It's world-class speed right there at quarterback. First down and 10. Looking to pass, throw it over the middle. That's going to be complete to Bass Scheme for a first down. Getting back moving again, over 250 yards passing for Daryl Johnson. I can see him breaking over 300 possibly by the end of this game. If I'm not mistaken, I believe he leads all quarterbacks currently in passing yards. Here goes a shot to the end zone. Touchdown to Drew Blaze. 2 rushing touchdowns. His first passing touchdown of the day. 3 total touchdowns for Daryl Johnson. And Drew Blaze with his 4th touchdown in 2 weeks. Wow. This is a scary look. This is a scary team. Oklahoma is a scary team. And the extra point is good. 41-16. We haven't even reached the 4th quarter yet. And Oklahoma just shows no mercy, man. These guys just keep attacking. There's just nothing that teams have been able to do about it. Can't stop Daryl Johnson from throwing the football. He can't stop him from running. If he gets past that line of scrimmage and no one's there, it's just about over. Not going to be able to catch him. And he's just doing whatever he wants. And now Mississippi State's offense going to have to respond. At least we're able to get a few touchdowns back-to-back their last 2 drives. So that's a plus for them. They're going to have to continue to fight throughout this one. Johnny Louisville's, I'm kind of happy for this dude, man. I mean, they're not a lot of yards, but the fact that he's averaging pretty well, you like to see it, man. First 2 weeks, the struggles in the first 2 weeks, man, I won't say it was his fault. Maybe a couple of lanes that he missed that could have went for bigger gains at times, but very few of those. Most of the time, just getting stuffed in the backfield. I formation. Here goes a draw. Nice blocking, and there goes Louis Fields for a first down, breaking the tackle off to the races. And he's to the 40, taken down at the 36. 84 yards off of 9 carries. Huge breakout game right here tonight for Louis Fields. He's a little tank, man. He's I believe only 5'6", but 215 pounds. You can see stocky dude, got the high shoulder pads, and he may not be the fastest of guys. Of course, that's another little bit of a knock on him. If you get him some space, man, he could be a little bulldozer for you. Play action. Trip Baker looking down the field. Good protection. Throws, and that's going to be caught by Green, but out of bounds, so it won't count. Incomplete. Now come out here with a strong formation with the tight end off the line of scrimmage to the left. A run, bounce to the outside, and just not fast enough. A little bit slow as he gains a yard. Bunch to the right of Baker as he looks to throw here. Pressure is coming to the end zone. That's incomplete. Brown trying to go for the interception. It's just over his hands, and that's 4th down. Good defense by the Sooners. Trying to take that shot to Guidry, man, their tallest receiver on the roster. That just wasn't even a great decision there. Had a safety over the top. I don't know what the safety was doing in the first place. Looked like Radley Hobbs was just sitting there waiting to get hit by the incoming players. Either way, it's overthrown. And this punt skyrocketed into the air and down inside the 5 at the 3. What a punt by Day. Daryl Johnson back out onto the field. He's got a passing touchdown, 2 rushing touchdowns, 24 of 28, 277 passing yards. Almost makes you wonder. I mean, I don't even think he feels nervous in this situation right now at his own 3-yard line. Mississippi State, I say this will be the best time to try to apply some pressure. Handoff up the middle of the field. Great blocks. And great gain to give him some breathing room. 9-yard pickup. It'll probably be the last play of the 3rd quarter before we head into the 4th. Might actually snap the football before then. And they don't. Wise decision. It's going to be the end of the 3rd RFL community. You know what to do. Put your fours up in the chat. Already looks like this one's in the bag for Oklahoma. The number 9 ranked team is up over Mississippi State, 41-16. Hey.
Here we go. 44, Mike, Henry. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
2nd and 11, shotgun. There he goes looking to throw. Daryl Johnson with a completion and a first down and then some. Tried to lower the shoulder. A Skeggy Thrash, the submitted tight end, getting to the 20. You know when they got the band playing, you gotta join them a little bit, man. Have fun in the booth. And a delayed handoff to Sermon. It's been working perfectly, and he carries Mississippi State defenders on his back for a first down. Sermon having himself a pretty decent game. Not the best of numbers. The numbers not bad. Still averaging a first down per carry. 3.9 with 47 yards off of 13 carries right there. Making do with whatever he can. Daryl Johnson looking to try to drive down 97 yards in the pistol. And an end-around play. They've called so many end-around plays to Baskine. Must have liked how he looked in practice or something. All he could do is get back to the line of scrimmage that time. He's got 9 catches for 90 yards. And I'd say about half of those yards came from those end-around plays. Second and 10, they're going to empty out the backfield here. Daryl Johnson throwing, and that's going to be incomplete, too far ahead of Dawson. Rare miss right there, 3rd down and 10. Shotgun, split back formation. Big down. Daryl Johnson throws, first down, and then some. Nice little stiff arm Baskine getting to the 49. Over 300 passing yards for Daryl Johnson. This kid's amazing. Sat there, firm in the pocket. And he could have scrambled. He had space. I think he's really trying to put the RFL scouts on notice that, hey, I'm a quarterback for a reason. I got an arm. I got accuracy. I can lead a franchise. Putting it all on display right now. Handoff, and here goes Sermon cutting up the field, lowering the shoulder, getting 8 yards on the carry, running through Thompson. We'll give him 9. 2nd and 1. Shotgun here. 2 backs in the backfield and a handoff and a first down. Sermon. And now hitting him with the ground and pound attack. 66 yards now for Sermon. Now in that 4-yard plus per carry average mark. The blocking. Oh my God. He should just kept on the outside though. That was set up perfectly. CE says Johnson could declare for the draft right now, and I think he could be a top pick. I know, right? Here goes end around play again. Planting his foot up the field. Man, what a stop and what a play by Baskines. Rarely see him just stick that foot in the ground and make something like that out of nothing. Saw the outside was covered well and played out. I don't know why they got the picture on Johnson. They maybe just wanted to look at Johnson, man. Charlie's just fascinated with Johnson right now, and he's not even recording him right. Now he's recording him. Yeah, what is Charlie doing? Second and 7. Shotgun. And another end-around play. And the blocks downfield. Perfect for Baskin. Baskin literally over 100 yards receiving. Thanks to the help of the end-around play. 120 receiving yards.
On the set. 44 is Mike. Check, check. Hey, here we go.
Low snap, handoff, Sermon. Into the 17, man. What a drive by Oklahoma. I mean, these guys all the way back from their own 3-yard line, moving chunk by chunk by chunk. And Mississippi State, I mean, this defense got to be tired. There's just nothing they can do about it.
I'm here all day. Doubles head up. Everyone's got four down.
And handoff again. They are really attacking them, running the football. And now 3rd down. It should bring forth the obvious passing pass here for this situation. And Oklahoma is 8-up, about half the game with this drive already in this quarter. And they're just showing mercy. He's going to run the football, but to the end zone for a touchdown. Sermon running through Bulldogs, and that's 2 consecutive weeks for Oklahoma if they knock down this extra point that they have scored 48 points. Wow. Sooners drive 97 yards down the field. Pure domination. There goes the extra point, and it's good. 48-16. Mississippi State, man. It's over. They know it's over. Man, down 32 points. Kind of expected Oklahoma to win kind of big here. I actually had it on the spreads for the bets in the Discord that Oklahoma would win by at least 14 points in this game, and then I re-edited because I kind of felt like Mississippi State would give a challenge, which they've been fighting back, but you know, Oklahoma is absolutely just too good. But then I erased that and put it down to, I believe, 9 points they got to win by, or if I'm not mistaken, probably less than that. Yeah, 10 or something like that. I should have just stuck with the 14 points, I guess, because they just absolutely blew Mississippi State out here on the road. We'll field this one at the 4. That's where Juke gets to the 30. And at this point, Mississippi State off to a rough start, going to go 0-3 on the season. Still hopes of playing in a bowl game. But they just want to put together some good drives here for the end of this game. Leave out of here with some positives. Always a tough loss to take, especially at home by this big of a margin. First down and 10. And he'll look to throw. Baker hit as he throws. That's going to be out of bounds, incomplete. Oklahoma has been able to send some great pressure here tonight. Got a bunch formation down at the bottom of the screen. And Baker looking to throw, checks it down the hill. Nice juke move. He's looked great. Big reason why they've been using him out of the backfield. That's first down. We already know the fate of this game. Oklahoma going to come out with another victory, improving to 2-1 on the season. We've got a match here between Washington State and USC on the way at 8 p.m. Eastern. Make sure to catch that one. There goes a throw over the middle of the field, first down. And Mississippi State looking good. Still moving down the field. Nice ball placement right there to Green by Trip Baker. Motion out of the backfield. Johnny Louis feels down all by himself at the bottom of the screen here. Empty set now, and Baker. Man, drop pass right there. Over dramatic catch attempt. I believe that was the tight end. I don't know exactly who that was, but that was a tough drop. Appreciate that, Chris Williams.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
See guys talking about Lil John in the chat. Second down and 10. Baker shot down the field over the top. He finds Guidry. First and goal, Mississippi State. It's a good throw right there by Baker. 32 yards for Guidry. 3 catches, 60 yards. Had the defender beat by about 2 to 3 yards. Able to get right past Lowry. Good thing for Radley Howes being over the top. Would have been a touchdown. I formation. Welch at the bottom of the screen. Here goes a pitch out to Hill. Gets some great blocking. Juke move. Still on his feet as he gets to the 5. Mississippi State just getting amped up, man. Just playing a little band tunes. Trying to gas up the Bulldogs to get at least another touchdown here. Not to get too embarrassed. Trip Baker looking to try to throw one in the end zone, and that's great defense. Punched out, incomplete, and that's actually Hughes, the defensive tackle, in coverage. Looking like a DB out there. What a play. That's kind of sad, though. You got strapped up by a defensive tackle. That's tough. That's tough. Well, 3rd and goal at the 5-yard line. Here goes Baker. And here goes a touchdown. Welch, he was deserving of it. Second receiving touchdown of this game. Despite the loss, still able to have himself a good day, man. And once again, Charlie, man, you probably shouldn't have came to this one, man. I don't know. Shouldn't have came to this game. Too abstract. But here goes, you see Welch there getting dapped up on the sideline. Gotta give it to Mississippi State, man. Just didn't roll over. I mean, they got punched on the start of this game, that's for sure. They definitely were getting moved down on easily. Still kind of are. But they didn't give up. It wasn't an absolute blowout. Still a blowout, but not an absolute shutout. They fought here in this one. Coach said, can we get a 4-minute comeback? I doubt it, my guy. Oh, they're going with some trickery. I'm still very confused. That was an onside kick attempt. And the kicker, who kicked the ball? What happened? I'm very confused on... do they have an instant replay of that? No, I'm not going to cut it off right now to look at that, but that was weird. I don't know what just happened, but apparently the kicker was able to kick the ball and swing his leg hard enough from a distance to where the ball would still get kicked off the tee for an onside kick. Never seen that attempt in my life, but they tried it, didn't work out.
Hey, Mike 40. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it.
And here goes a motion, another end around play, getting up the field, takes a big hit. Baskin to the 37. DJ already got 3 total touchdowns today. You know, you get him that onside kick in this field position. Now you're looking at OU putting up 50. Another end around play with some good blocks. Baskin fighting forward, almost getting the first down. Falls inches short. Most points put up in the college series so far, 52 points by UCLA against Texas in week 1. Another end-around play. They ran 3 straight end-around plays, and they still, forced fumble right there. But out of bounds, they get the stop. So they hold them to a field goal, thankfully. And Oklahoma looking to be the second team in the series to put up 50 points on a team. And they're going to go for it. They want the most points in the series. Wow. No mercy at all here for Mississippi State. And look at this. They actually pass it off of RPO. Banks with the first down. Wow. No mercy at all shown by Oklahoma State. By Oklahoma, excuse me. Maybe they were mad at the fact that they even tried the onside kick. Who knows? But that is crazy. Still bringing it to Mississippi State. They want to run out the clock. Don't tell me another end around play. Wow. This is just demoralizing. Running the same play against the defense and just flipping it the opposite direction. And there's just nothing they can do about it. Still getting blocked. Oklahoma just rubbing it in. And Baskin motions over to the left here for another end around play. That's going to be, look. Oh my God. Another end around. They got him this time. Wow, these guys cold. Cold, man. Got Baskin getting all these yards added to his receiving totals off the end arounds. This doesn't look like an end around play based off the formation. They might still run it here. And they do to the outside. And they will not get the first down. Now, if Oklahoma go for it here, that's just disgraceful. Literally just went down on that drive, running end around plays and an outside run with Sermon. Okay, they're going to show mercy and kick the field goal. I guess they just wanted to run time off the clock even more. And here they go with 52 points, or 51 points on the board, and 51-23. Oklahoma just dominant. Foster saying they should be banned from the college series. Yeah, that was a little bit disrespectful, man. I've seen some disrespectful moments, in some of our games, but that's probably got to be the most disrespectful I've seen. And the fact that they ran end around the entire drive just about. Oklahoma just really wanted to drive that nail in the coffin. They didn't want to just dig them 6 feet. They dug them 12 feet into the ground. Got to the 20. And Mississippi State, 26 seconds. I say just take the knee, run out the clock. Trip Baker honestly didn't have a bad game, man. 16 of 24, 271 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. He had a good game.
Ready. 60 out low. All day, baby, all day.
And here goes Baker. Shot down the field. That's going to be caught by Green for a big first down. Mississippi State still fighting to not get embarrassed here. Throws the ball down the field for a huge play. Watch out, they got Welch and Guidry on the same side here at the bottom of the screen. Baker looking to pass. Throws, and that's going to be incomplete. Almost intercepted. Mississippi State in 14 seconds get another touchdown. That would be pretty cool for them. But man, still got dominated here on the road. At home, excuse me.
Watch 18.
There's a throw to Welch. Look at this kid go. Steps out of bounds at the 31. Still determined to make plays. 2 receiving touchdowns for him today. Looks like they're lining up to try to throw a little Hail Mary here. And that's what they're going to do. Here goes a shot on an angle to Guidry and intercepted. Brown with the stiff arm and out of bounds. That's just going to really put the game to an end here. Man, Brown, what a game. Kick return for a touchdown today. Interception. He was doing it all. So he tried to throw it to the outside to, I guess, give Guidry some type of chance to be alone, but great coverage and coverage down the field by the Sooners. And that's going to be first interception thrown today. As Johnson in the offense with 3 seconds looks to kneel it out. How crazy would it be if they ran an end-around play on this play to end the game? But they'll come out here. They'll show dignity, a little bit of mercy, and take the knee, and that's going to be the game. Block hit 0, and Oklahoma improving to 2-1 on the season after a big win over Mississippi State on the road. Final score 51-23, and for the second consecutive week in the row, player of the game goes to Daryl Johnson, 335 passing yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions, and he had also over 100 yards rushing on the ground, including 2 rushing touchdowns, totaling up 3 total touchdowns on the day. Now that's going to do it here for us here, the first game of the RFL College Series for Week 3. Week 3 is going to continue today at 8 p.m. Eastern, as we will have Washington State, that's 2-0, taking on USC, that is 1-1. Should make for an interesting game. I think just about everyone's interested to see what Washington State's going to do against their toughest opponent so far this season, after getting a pretty impressive win over over Florida. But yeah, that's going to do it here. Still a pretty good game by Trip Baker. Really nothing to hang his head for. But yeah, let's go ahead and get a quick breakdown of the stats and then look at the big plays of the day that went for touchdowns. So Daryl Johnson, 87%, once again just on the money. Threw 40 passes, completed 35 of them for 335 yards in the touchdown. No interceptions, no blemishes at all. Longest throw of 33. And Trip Baker, he was 18 of 28, 64%, 3 touchdowns, threw the 1 interception late towards the end of the game. He threw for over 300 yards, or 321. Still a really good game for him, man. And you can see from the QBR, over 100. His QBR was actually better than Daryl Johnson's. So, you know, a big game for Trip Baker. Just couldn't get the win. It's too great of a team Oklahoma was. On the ground, leading in rushing yards, Daryl Johnson had 8 scrambles for 101 yards, 2 rushing touchdowns. 2 rushing touchdowns also on the day for his back, Trey Sermon. He had 18 carries for 91 yards, averaging 5 yards per carry. And I'm hyped for Johnny Louisville's, man. And finally had himself a good game. Didn't touch 100 yards on the ground, but they finally gave him a little bit of blocking. And he only had 10 carries in this game, but he really that's all he could really get due to the fact they were getting blown out for the most part and couldn't really afford to keep running the ball. But off of 10 carries, 85 yards, a great breakout game for him finally, getting 8.5 yards per carry. No need to go into the rest of them there. 2 receivers over 100 yards here in this one. One going to Mississippi State, leading the entire game in receiving yard. That's Farrod Green, the tight end. 6 catches for 135 yards, no touchdowns though. And then Nick Baskine, he really didn't catch anything but end-around plays, man. They gave him, look at this, man. This counts towards receptions. And 17 catches, even though he technically had, I would say, about 7 or 8 maybe. But most of those were end-arounds for 132 yards, no touchdowns. Drew Blaze, 6 catches, 78 yards, a touchdown. Brandon Welch still making the best that he could off of plays. Had 177 yards last week, only 74 yards this week, but he still adds 2 touchdowns onto his total. You get a look at Dawson Banks, made some great catches as he had 6 catches, 67 yards. Guidry, 3 catches for 60 yards. Nothing really too much to go into there. Guidry did have a touchdown as well. Blocking, 3 sacks given up by Darrell Williams, Mississippi State. Another Mississippi State lineman, I think that's Elon, giving up a sack, as well as Wagner of Oklahoma and Phillips of Mississippi State. On the defensive side of the ball, tackles, man. I think there's Errol Thompson, 14 solo tackles. Man, he was all over the place making tackles, but he had no choice but to be all over the place since he was on the field most of the entire game. He almost had 20 tackles in this game, a total of 19. This guy is everywhere. He had Jarian Jones with 10 tackles here in this one, and then Maurice Smitherman with 9, followed by Dancer with 8 and Kelly with 7. Don't want to go down that list all the way. Leading in tackles for loss, he had 2 tackles for loss for both Gallimore and Johnson here. Then he had, not going to go down the list of tackles for loss, a lot of other guys for tackles for loss as well. Leading in sacks today, you had Marquise Overton with 2, followed by Autry for Mississippi State. They only had that 1 sack, and then you had Keith Mann with 1, Damian Hughes, and I think this Neville Gallimore. And in interceptions, just 1 interception by Trey Brown. Had himself a game. He had a kick return for a touchdown. We'll look at his numbers too after that. And yeah, nothing going on kicking. Here goes a kick return. Yeah, 175 yards on the day for Trey Brown. On kick returns, he had 4 returns. One of them going to the house. 99 yards for a touchdown. Trey Brown getting it done on special teams. And Malik Deer was getting it done on special teams too. Did a pretty good job. You can see right there, averaging 25 yards per return, just about 179 yards. And he had some pretty good returns. And that's going to do it there in terms of the stats breakdown. Let's go ahead and get a look at the big plays, man. So, of course, Darrell Johnson coming out here, moving and marching Oklahoma down the field. This is just a simple, a scramble to the end zone for a touchdown. And I felt that this scramble was coming because the minute I saw that these receivers were breaking inside and you saw the man-to-man coverage, that cornerback is nowhere to be found. That entire right side of the field wide open. Darrell Johnson, the fastest quarterback in the college series, he's off. Touchdown. Then we go to Trip Baker. Well, I was going to the next play. Yeah, I don't know why. I'm only breaking down scoring plays, so nothing too much. Or big plays. This is a big play right here. 33 yards to Baskine. Just a basic bubble screen. And just the simple plays like this bubble screens and the end arounds were working for Oklahoma. But like I said, these receivers, they are very talented with the ball in their hands. Just playmakers. Jump cut right there. Breaks 2 Bulldog defenders. And then it's off to the races for a big gain down the field. First down, 33 yards. Then they cap it off with another Darrell Johnson rushing touchdown. Darrell Johnson looking to pass, getting blitzed off the edge there. And this is when I thought they had a spy on him, but apparently they didn't. He was actually manned up on the running back. And I don't know if he thought that the running back was releasing out of the backfield or what. For one, he was sitting still the entire way. So I don't know how he got confused. Maybe he thought he dipped under and was going out into the flats. But the minute Darrell Johnson saw that, you already see where his eyes is focused at. Say, okay, he's out the way, bet. Touchdown. Scrambled, getting in, untouched, slides in for extra style points. Daryl Johnson, 2 rushing touchdowns on the day. But, man, these guys scored 24 points in the second quarter alone. Daryl Johnson here, end around play. Nope, handoff. I like the way they set this up, man. They were running that end around play the entire game. And then right here at the goal line, just a perfect play to call. Fakes him with the end around, run up the middle, touchdown to Sermon. And, man, these guys were just nothing but great play calling. And just when you thought things couldn't get worse, kick return for a touchdown here on the final play of the half. And this was Trey Brown. You can see him right here following his blocks. Great job of cutting back. I mean, honestly, he's running into the traffic here. You see a bunch of Mississippi State Bulldogs in the way. But a nice little cutback here. And that probably should have been blocking the back big time right there. You can see on the kicker, I believe. Number 37 getting pushed in the back right there. And then Brown just cutting back. And he gets a key block right here that springs him for this touchdown from number 42. And he just plants his foot into the ground. And he's going to the house. 99-yard kick return for a touchdown. The first kick return for a touchdown during the regular season of the RFL College Series. Big play right there. And we get into the second half, third quarter. Mississippi State finally able to score a touchdown. And this was a huge play. I'm glad they got this on here. Of course, they would have it on here as a touchdown. But Brandon Welch, he didn't get thrown the ball the entire game yet. Here he is running up the field. And Baker says, hey, man, that's a tough throw to make, man. So you got to give it to Baker. He was still playing a pretty good game. He still makes this throw in a dangerous situation. He lofts that up in between 3 Sooners. But still, somehow, Welch makes this catch. I'm going to take a picture of that because that looks pretty cool. He just goes over the top, man. Over the top on their head. Take a picture of that too, man. Might have quite a few pics. Nice catch right there. But not only does he makes this catch, he breaks the tackles and stays on his feet and takes it to the house for 6 and outruns the defense. Brandon Welch, he's something special, man. He's got quite a few good receivers here in this upcoming draft. Daryl Johnson, he doesn't waste no time. 26-yard reception here as he's able to find Dawson Banks. You can see Dawson Banks here across the middle. Stepped up in the pocket a little bit for this throw. Just leans into it, throws a dot. Nice juke move. Dawson Banks able to get the first down. Another big play, 24 yards. I like the ball placement on this play right here. Well, actually, I thought this was the other play. Actually, it was. I love the ball placement on this play because he could have thrown the bubble screen right here, but he's looking for the bigger plays down the field, but no one's moving. No one's getting open. I think he's on the same cue with Baskeen, and I don't know what this defensive back was doing. He got a little bit too lackadaisical, and he probably thought he was in good position to still cover this, but Daryl Johnson says, let me just still throw this up, and he puts it right over the head of the defender. Perfect ball placement and first down for Baskeen, right over the head of Smitherson. And I believe, okay, and then a touchdown here for Mississippi State. Able to get one out to Green. And you see Green, he's covered. He's double covered here. And it's just, they said Green. I mean Guidry. Okay, yes, Guidry. Read that wrong. So Guidry, he's on the outside here, and he's running the dig route. See him pressing deep, and safety's just not aware. Well, actually, he just ran a streak. Sat still, kept moving. Baker on the same page. There was a nice ball. Squeezes it right in there between the defense. Touchdown, Mississippi State. But Daryl Johnson and the Sooners, they're not done. Daryl Johnson able to score another touchdown here to Drew Blaze. Able to beat the man. Just beats him with speed over the top, and that's just a good ball by Daryl Johnson. Let's just get a look at Daryl Johnson when he makes this throw. I mean, he already had faith that he was going to beat him from the get-go. He's already throwing this, and they're just about even here. And he says, "Hey, I got faith in my guy Blaze here." And he just blazed him. Touchdown. Great play. And let's go ahead and highlight Johnny Louisfields here for his big run. Nice little delayed draw. And this was a big block right here. They rarely had good blocking. They have good blocking right now for Mississippi State. But seals it right there for Louis Fields. And there he is, bouncing off the tackle of Radley Howe, stays on his feet. Good awareness still to keep to the outside, making the most that he could out the play. And Louis Fields' biggest run of the day, 39 yards. Move on to the fourth quarter. And the last touchdown for Oklahoma, just here, a handoff here to Sermon. And this was just great running and great blocking. Down the field, gets in there, and he just powers through, trucks through a guy. Touchdown, Sooners. And we cap it off with a, okay, let's look at this 32-yard play to Guidry. See Guidry here, I think he was running a wheel. This was great ball placement, a great route too. Sold it like he was just running into the flats. Plants hard, gets up the field, and by that time, Baker already recognizes he's already by. Makes a good throw right over the top of Landry for first down. Then Brandon Welch, final touchdown in the game. Able to get his second receiving touchdown and a quick throw. Great recognition too by Baker. He throws this after he sees the linebacker in man coverage clears. You can see number 9 here clearing. Some guys make the mistake of throwing this ball now when they're right there and not paying attention, and that can end up being an interception or an incomplete pass. He feels the pressure. He still throws a nice pass here. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Didn't give up, man. It was a pretty decent game. And of course, the interception by Trey Brown. Just wanted to shed some light there to him, as he had a kick return for a touchdown. Also gets an interception. Nice play. Nice little stiff arm, too, at the end of that one. But that's going to do it here. Big shout out to you guys here watching this one. Oklahoma getting the definitive win here over Mississippi State. Big margin. Final score, 51-23. It's your boy Smitty, RFL Commissioner and play-by-play commentator. And I will see you guys next time. Peace. Also, don't forget that we have the next game at 8 p.m. Eastern, literally in 6 minutes. We got Washington State taking on USC. Make sure to catch that. I'm out.